Yes. Yeah. First, I'm very sure I'm gonna ask my question in English out of respect to you. So, my first question is that music has always been a great part of your imagery, and in your soundtracks, you've made movies with jazz soundtrack, and blues and rock, and dark wave. So, is there any contemporary artist that you would very much like to be a part of your soundtrack for your future movies? And my second question is, can you tell us something more about your very special artistic relationship with Bono from U2?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of musicians I'd like to work with. For instance, I come back to the same movie, The Land of Plenty, that's playing on Friday. I did something foolish, and I will never do it again. When I edited the film, I used what you call temp music. I used stuff that I liked a lot, and it was all music by Radiohead. You must know that. Radiohead, right? Mm-hmm. So I did the entire cut with music from Radiohead. And I was in touch with them. I wrote them, and they wrote me back. And I was hoping that when the film was finished editing, I could actually either use the music or they would make music for me. And it looked very good. So I kept using all of my favorite music from Radiohead. And when we had finished the cut, it turned out they didn't have the time. They were on tour, they were late with something else. They scored another film. So it didn't work. It just did not work out. I had to finish the film, and Radiohead was not in a position to make music. And that is a horrible situation, because you have all your template and you can't use it, and you get very much attached to it. So I had to throw it all away and find something else. And that's when I really, by sheer luck, found a young musician against Tom. It happened to be Tom, just like the singer of Radiohead. And he had just released his first album. And the harmonies and the way he used orchestration was somehow reminiscent of Radiohead. So Tom wrote the score for the film in a very short time. He had only had 1 week time. And I was very, very lucky, because his music made me forget that I really wanted Radiohead. So yes, I would still like to make a film with him. And if anybody has a good connection, help me. And as I said, sometimes, as I listen to a lot of music every day, when I write, when I travel, I travel with music. And I think the iPod was invented for me, because I now can basically take with me about, in my iPod now I have 80 gigas, so I have 60 days of music that I can listen to, if I could stay up for 60 days. So I listen to music a lot. And whenever I start the film, it always happens that there is certain music that remains with me while I make the film. And that's always then that music that I try to incorporate into the film. And sometimes I just do not know the musicians. I mean, sometimes I'm lucky. With Bono and U2, I was lucky because I met the band in 1989, shortly after the fall of the wall, because they were recording their album Achtung Baby in Berlin. And they happened to go out every night to the same club that I used to go to, and they ate at the same restaurant that I used to go. So very soon I met them a little bit. And they asked me to do a video for them. I don't know, it was for a benefit record called Red Hot and Blue, a song night and day, a cool song they always sang. So I made a video for them and we became friends, and we're good friends since then, so we're friends for 16, 17 years now. And by now they wrote 6 or 7 songs for Finland. And like some of the musicians I know, like Nikkei or Louis or Bono and we too, because we're good friends, I started film and I think of, and I listen to their new album while I make the movie. It makes it easier if you know the people than with Radiohead. I never met Radiohead, I only sent emails, and that's why it didn't work out. I think if I had actually met them, it would have worked out. So please, anybody can make me connect.